Hi. Schneider Electric's purpose is to bridge progress and sustainability to make sure life is on. Now, we make life on in a really tangible way in our services activity, both on the ground and in the cloud. And this happens with great people making great things happen for our customers. I'm here today with two of the great leaders we have in our services business. So I'm here with Helene Hennequin, who leads our pre-sales tendering team, and I'm here with Charlotte Wilde, who leads our inside sales team, making services a reality. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So tell me, Charlotte, tell me about how you entered into the services business. Tell me about your journey.
Yeah, sure. I have quite a diverse background. I've worked across multiple different industries before I joined Schneider. And then initially when I joined Schneider, I started as a quality engineer. So I was working in a manufacturing plant in Leeds, UK, and they make MV switchgear. My role there was managing the day-to-day quality as well as continuous improvement projects across the processes and the products. And from that role, then I moved into the customer services manager position. So in that role, it was my first customer-facing role, and I also managed a team of 6 field service engineers as well. So it was my first leadership role too in Schneider. So yeah, in that role, I developed leadership skills, excellent communication. I worked on customer experience and customer satisfaction. And then after that role, I decided it was time to pursue my own personal ambition of moving to Australia. And there was a role in services here as the warranty control manager. That was leading a project in the warranty process improvement. So that's the role that I did for 6 months. And then after that project had finished, there was an opening in the services sales team. So I decided that it sounded like quite a good challenge for me. And so I moved into the role. And although I don't have prior experience to sales, I have the transferable skills of leadership, customer experience, and communication.
Very good. And Helene, what's your journey been?
So I joined Schneider 7 years ago in the supply chain team, and I had a varied role in analytics. And that really was key for me to build the right basics, understand numbers, have a good logic, looking at problems and building solutions. I then moved into a crisis management role, and so that was challenging in nature because a lot of urgency, a lot of escalation, managing people's expectations. And so I really had to build a strong resilience there. Then I actually joined services and I looked after the National Operations Center. So that's a planning function, operations excellence. And what was key there was building the relationship and the network. And I actually, was in contact with my colleague in supply chain quite a lot then. And this led me to looking after the pre-sales or tendering team in services.
Okay, very good. So tell me, what's been an interesting experience on your journey?
An interesting experience for me actually is probably to understand how diverse services actually is. So prior to joining services, I thought that it was just field service engineers and planners. And then when I joined, I realized there was a sales team, a tendering team, a marketing team, and then obviously there's the digital element as well. There's so many initiatives and projects running constantly to improve customer engagement, to drive the productivity, and then obviously increase sales. And there's so much growth in services. So yeah, that's definitely an interesting moment for me.
Okay, and Helene?
So I think when you think about services, people would tend to think about the traditional aspect of services. So performance, location, skill set of people, price. And what really surprised me when I joined the team is the focus on the digital transformation and the digital service offerings. So obviously we have connected assets, asset monitoring, and new capabilities like condition-based maintenance as well, that we are really pushing forward. And I think we're really becoming a leader in the market on those digital services. And that was a really good surprise.
Okay, so we've talked a bit about your experience here, both of you, but Helene, have you got any experience, a customer experience that sort of stands out for you in that time?
Lots of them. I suppose maybe one that comes to mind would be we recently worked on a project with a data center customer. They came to us with an issue around compliance and looking to improve their productivity over time. Their request was not necessarily something that we offered, but by bringing people from different background, expertise and knowledge around the world, we actually managed to build an innovative application of our Asset Advisor offer. Yeah, it was just a really good win, I think.
Good. And it's great when you get those moments that make a real positive difference for people. So speaking of experience, I mean, what would you say, Charlotte, to someone encouraging someone to join services? What would you say? What would you share with them?
For me personally, I think if you have a good set of transferable skills, so if you have the openness to learn, if you have excellent communication, good customer service, and you can lead problem-solving activities, for me that's what you would be looking for in skills. Then in terms of behavioural, I guess the right attitude to work. So if you are someone who's collaborative, has self-motivation, and can deliver ownership of topics, that's all we're really looking for in someone to join services, essentially. So if you are a person who identifies with that, then I think there's an opportunity for you in services.
Very good. And Helene?
So again, building on what Charlotte was saying, services is so varied. At a product level, we touch on so many different applications, so many solutions, and lots of innovation. And we are also very close to the customers. We really follow their full life cycle, right? I think, in my opinion, a lot of people have experienced those moments and probably would relate and be able to join us.
Yeah, it's just such a great place to grow and learn so much, isn't it? It's such a diverse area. We spoke about bridging progress and sustainability, and it's people who make that happen with great technology, and that is no more alive than what we do in services, working with great leaders like both of you in making that happen. If you're interested in a career in services, please call us. It's a fascinating place to learn and learn so much, and just have such a wide diversity of experiences. Thank you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.